Hello friends, a very warm welcome. I am your friend विकास भारद्वाज. Welcome to अनसरकारी. आज हम बात करेंगे उस टॉपिक की which is known to everybody, but when it comes to finding solutions or writing answers, it becomes really important what to choose and how to write. Yes, communalism. Communalism, which is different from community and which is different from communitarian attitude. Communalism is definitely a great threat to peace, security, and harmony in a society, and definitely a hindrance to the growth of a nation. So let's see how communalism is a threat to internal security and is really we can say that India is suffering from communalism. Let's try to understand and have certain ideas. Communalism, we are saying it is a threat to internal security, but then what actually it is? When you have a deep sense of insecurity inside you, which is linked with well-being or welfare of your community, which you believe that being part of a certain community is going to give you advantage or disadvantage, and certain group of people are going to think from that direction only. So a distinct feature of communalism is that a heightened sense of narrow understanding and thinking about the community from the perspective of your own individualistic idea that my community is at loss or my community is going to gain because certain other community is going to get benefited from that. जब तक सामने वाली कम्युनिटी का, सामने वाले संप्रदाय का, अगर हम एक दूसरा शब्द प्रयोग करें, जब तक उसका नुकसान नहीं होगा मेरा फायदा नहीं होने वाला. So that means it is antagonistic in nature. That is one of the key features of communalism. जब तक ऐसा नहीं होगा तो वैसा हो ही नहीं सकता. We can't coexist together. So it questions coexistence. For example, if I say मंदिर मस्जिद एक साथ नहीं हो सकते, हो ही नहीं सकते, होना एक मिथ है, होने नहीं चाहिए, and such kind of divisive ideas. India has been a great tolerant nation. It has been a bed of rise of so many religions. So such ideas have no place in Indian society and culture. But yes, it is not a utopia. India is not a utopia. कोई idealistic country नहीं है. It has its own share of problems and disturbances which it has faced, and also it has found unique solutions. Why? Because the people and the culture at large, they have refused to succumb to any kind of narrow ideas. So solution lies within people. Solution lies within constitutional and also within cultural ideas. So ऐसा सोसाइटल स्ट्रेन जो दो कम्युनिटीज के बीच में गैप पैदा करता है. मैं नहीं क्योंकि आप हो, और जब तक आप हो मेरा भला नहीं हो सकता. दिस इज वन ऑफ द की फंडामेंटल आइडिया which will be exploited by vested interests. So communalism is a great threat to internal security because it will be definitely attacking upon the developmental and societal engagement of the masses. Infrastructure ready हो गया, but then there is no sense of trust and belief among the community, then it cannot be carried forward. It will not ever become an organic in nature. That is why ghettoism ghettoism is definitely a sign that in society there are faults which must be overcome, which must be filled up with love, emotions, care, and support. So maybe we say at times that there are certain groups which will exploit certain sentiments which all of us must try not to be victim of. So communalism is linked to narrow, selfish and obviously aggressive attitude on the part of certain communities, certain groups of people within a community. Not a single community is ever wrong. Whole community is never wrong. There are certain elements within community who take over the leadership because the good leadership at times may be taking a backseat. That is why politicians comes into picture. So politicians, or I should say the divisive politics or a narrow communal agenda based politics, which had been a feature of certain aspects within India since British rule. It was the British rule first which went on to bring the idea of rule with division in community. India is having a long lasting culture, but then communalism is a modern phenomenon. If you read about Sant Kabir, he is writing about it. He is saying, he is talking about how fundamentalism and how superstition must be fought off. He is talking about both Hindu religion, both Islamic thoughts and so on. But then we have also Sufism, where both Hinduism and Sufi or Islamic ideas, they have got a syncretic approach. दोनों के common ideas एक आए हैं, वो आगे बढ़े हैं. And since ancient times, even from the times of King Ashoka, we had seen that how single-minded, focused approach with respect to welfare, it has really helped India to grow as a great tolerant nation. A sponge in which everything is absorbed but never ever mistrust arises. So politicians in modern times, they may continue with their divisive agenda, but then we have constitution, we have other sections in society, we have civil society, we have other cultural aspects, we have tolerance, we have ideology, which helps to bind all these things. Communal violence is a very I should say horrible phenomena which actually ruin masses, which actually ruin society. It will be a threat to internal security, because if certain community is a victim, then certain elements in that community, they may believe that only way is to take revenge, badla. But then will it be really helping to have a long lasting solution? That the question I am asking you. So it is economic, electoral, religious and obviously past history of violence. When we say past history of violence in India, then better thing is to say past history of violence in British India. And in the British India, when we say, then we are talking about making Hindi language as an issue, making cow protection as an issue, making insecurity among Muslims that they will be under the majoritarian rule of Hindus. All these things have led to certain kind of uh, societal strains in society. So internal security can be at ease when all these factors are taken care of. So rather than arousing sentiments for vote bank, one should talk about how community will move forward. Community is the ear and eyes of police, how they will take economic and social ideas further. If you say and if you read about, then there are certain villages in Karnataka where both Hindu and Muslims, they celebrate each other's festival, and there will be a temple which will be actually I should say taken care of and also guided by Islamic preacher, and similarly a Hindu temple will be maintained and also taken care of by an Islamic preacher. So it's a vice versa thing, that's what I want to say. Because as I told you that if you read about Indian history, you will find that there is a great mix among Indian Shrenis and among Indian Nigams in ancient times, when different people of different religious thought were together, and it continued even in medieval times. And then you have professions which is taken care of by different communities, and when that whole identity of an object is coming up, say for example kalamkari, or for example chikankari, or for example metal work, or for example textiles, or for example manufacturing, or for example agricultural practices, or for example certain services, you will find that it is a great hub. It is only in the modern times during British rule that actually such divisions started coming into picture, which India resisted, Indian national movement resisted, and that's how we emerged as a strong nation, which was never thought of by those who believed that India will collapse under its own weight. So, so, so communalism is a factor which must be discouraged. Ethnic character is important. It must be preserved, but not at the cost of nationalistic thought. A community must protect its own interest, but not at the cost of national interest. All these ideas and thoughts, they form part of understanding internal security as a threat. I mean to say communalism as a threat to internal security. So the divide, what is the divide? What is the divide between Hindu and Muslim? Is it the result of growing competition in the labor market? Actually, it is not so, but it is the perception. The key thing is to provide skills. Key thing is to provide development. Key thing is to provide enough space and also leverage to each community, and everybody will coexist in a harmonious manner. So you can say there was an example when P.R. Rajgopal said the 1984 violence in Bhiwandi was planned by Hindu cloth merchants to burn the property of Muslim competitors. ऐसा बहुत बार पढ़ा है, हमने देखा है. But then the real thing is that Hindu and Muslims have coexisted, and it is only certain section. You can't say that Hindu cloth merchants, as had been quoted by P. Rajgopal. It would be only certain people. If there would not have been Muslims over there, they would have burned shops of Hindus also. So कहते हैं कि ये तो मतलब एक बस मुद्दा बन गया. As a sincere candidate for examination, you have to believe and think that you have to write and understand that as broad as possible, thinking must be looking forward to making things inclusive in nature. Religious consciousness बहुत important है, लेकिन वो religious consciousness when it becomes narrow, then it's a problem. So two nation theory of Jinnah or Muslim League was based on such idea only. He and people like him went on to use religious philosophy to justify violent actions, जैसे direct action day. But at the same time, we have people like Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. We have people like Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. They used religious philosophy to come together, to showcase a beautiful future, to highlight such ideas which will bring different Indians together. So that actually should be highlighted in order to promote harmony and in order to promote happiness among the masses. So when negative and narrow agendas are actually highlighted, then it will be leading to individualistic characteristics, which will be very, very wrong. And I already said ghettoization should be discouraged. There should not be a sense of discrimination among the community people. There should be only an enthusiasm, or you can say a kind of a happiness among people. That is what NYKS, Nehru Yuva Kendra Sangathan, is working upon. It is focusing upon such ideas. That is what Indian, I should say NCC, National Cadet Corps, also values. And that is what Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat talks about. That is what Hunar Haat is also talking about. That is what Navodaya schools teach when they talk about national integration. That is what three language formula of the education policy talks about. That is what we all should think about. Then prejudices will definitely be going away. So past history, when I said, then it is actually distorted by the British. We didn't had enough resources and also enough leverage and power to write and think about our own history, which we are doing now. So they segregated into separate blocks with unsympathetic and also a kind of a narrow idea. which actually we thwarted. That is why India is one of the most prosperous nations in the present times, also when we see in terms of social and communal harmony. In spite of having multi-religious society, we move forward. We are moving forward, and definitely we will be doing so in the future also. The two-nation theory failed. That's how India supported Bangladesh, its creation, because its own people wanted that, not because India wanted to divide Pakistan uh, at any cost. India wanted to create a sustainable neighborhood. India wanted to create a sustainable future for whole South Asia, and that is what actually happened. So the impact and consequences is that human rights are violated, people are displaced, there is an impact on economy, brutality against women, children and elderly. There is loss of faith in democratic government and state machinery, there is loss of human lives, and it violates the spirit of fraternity which is enshrined in the Indian Constitution. ये सारे फैक्टर्स अगर हमें निगेट करने हैं तो उसके लिए हमें अपनी आंखों से आगे बढ़कर देखना होगा, हमें हाथ बढ़ाना होगा, हमें सपोर्ट करना होगा राइट आइडियाज का, और गलत आइडियाज को हमें रोकना होगा. ट्रॉल करने से कुछ नहीं होने वाला, या फिर such ideas which we are promoting which have no basis, then also it is going to not help us in the long run. So internal security can only be maintained, and communalism can be converted into an opportunity when it is converted into community based ideas. There's so many examples in India where different religions coexist. No single religion can claim that it has not been influenced by the ideas of other religion. Whether it is food, whether it is culture, whether it is language. उर्दू ज़बान के शब्द हिंदी में है, हिंदी के शब्द उर्दू में है, and that's how from Persian it came. कहानी शुरू होती है बहुत पहले से, अमीर खुसरो के ज़माने से बात शुरू हो जाती है, और उससे पहले अपभ्रंश की बात होती है. Before that we have coexistence of Buddhist and also Jainism and Hinduism at the same time. And Hinduism also you had different kind of sects, Shakta, Vaishnavism, Shaivism and so on. Even in Shaivism you have Kapalikas and Lingayats and so on. तो क्या मतलब हम एक दूसरे की जान ले लें? ऐसा नहीं है. Coexistence have been the name. So पहले क्या होता था? पहले होता था शास्त्रार्थ, अब होता है criticism. So what we need, that there should be healthy debate among different religions, but not criticism. पहले होता था शास्त्रार्थ, अब होता है criticism, and that is why at times we suffer and we face problem collectively as a society. So Gandhi ji ने कहा है, the essence of all religions only appear is one, and their approaches are different, but actually they are same. That is what universalism. That is what truth. Okay. The essence of all religion is truth. We are not saying all religions are true, but the essence of all religions is truth. So you have to understand the core ideas. समझिए, सुनिए, बताइए, शेयर कीजिए, पॉजिटिव आइडियाज आगे बढ़ाइए, सेंसेशनलिज्म और नैरो आइडियाज को डिस्करेज कीजिए, सोशल मीडिया का एक बहुत ही रिस्पॉन्सिबल यूज कीजिए, celebrate all religions with equal harmony and also equal happiness. Do not try to bring narrow ideas into your own thinking, because India has been a great nation, and definitely we believe that we want to move towards Ram Rajya. ऐसा राम राज्य जिसमें सबका कोई एग्जिस्टेंस है, जिसमें सबकी हैप्पीनेस है. That is why Gandhi ji believed in the civilizational strength of India. भारत की सांस्कृतिक धरोहर में उन्हें भरोसा था, और ऐसा ही कहना रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर जी का भी था. So let's follow and try to understand how economic, social, political and also cultural ideas can help India to promote internal security. भारत की आंतरिक सुरक्षा कैसे रखी जा सके. Thank you very much. Wishing you all the best. Do like, share and subscribe our channel and get success in exam for which there is no shortcut.